Tuning the guitar. In this video you're going to learn how to tune your guitar. If you want to sound musical, you'll definitely need to be able to do this. First, some terms. The term pitch describes how high or low a note sounds. It's measured by frequency in cycles of sound waves per second. 1 Hertz, spelled H-E-R-T-Z, or abbreviated to capital H-Z, equals 1 cycle per second. The term interval is the difference between two pitches. We'll look at intervals in a later video. The guitar is tuned in intervals of fourths, except for the interval between the third and second string, which is a third. The term octave is the interval between one note and another where the frequency is halved or doubled. So if we play the C at the third fret of the fifth string and then play a C at the first fret of the second string, this note is an octave above this note. The frequency of concert pitch is 440 Hz, and this is the pitch the fifth fret on the first string is tuned to in standard tuning. In standard tuning, the notes of the guitar from the sixth string, the thickest or the bottom string, to the first string, top string or the thinnest, are E, A, D, G, B, and E. The frequency of these notes are from bottom to top. For reference, E equals 82.41 Hz, A equals 110 Hz, D equals 146.8 Hz, G equals 196 Hz, B equals 246.9 Hz, and E, top E, equals 329.6 Hz. Generally, there are two ways of tuning the guitar. The first way is each individual string can be tuned to a strict reference pitch. Secondly, you can tune any string out of the 6 strings and then adjust the remaining 5 strings according to it. The strings are tuned by turning the machine heads until the right tension is achieved. There are different types of fixed references for tuning guitar, such as electronic tuners, pitch pipes, tuning forks, and piano keyboards. You can easily find guitar tuning reference notes on the internet, but in the following methods, I'll use a clip-on guitar tuner, and first, the old-fashioned method of a tuning fork. Tuning with a single note reference. This method relies on bringing the first string to concert pitch. You start off by tuning the first string, the top E, to a concert pitch source using a guitar tuner keyboard, or in this case an E 329.6 Hz tuning fork. You could alternatively use an A 440 Hz tuning fork to tune to the 5th fret of the first string. Now, place your finger on the 5th fret of the second string and play the note E. While it's still ringing, play the first open string so that the two notes can be heard together. Turn the machine head for the second string until it is in tune with the open first string. Now, place your finger on the 4th fret of the 3rd string and play the note B. While it's still ringing, play the open second string B so that the two notes can be heard together. Turn the machine head for the third string until it is in tune with the open second string. Next, place your finger on the 5th fret of the 4th string and play the note G. While it's still ringing, play the open 3rd string G so that the two notes can be heard together. Turn the machine head for the 4th string until it is in tune with the open 3rd string. Next, place your finger on the 5th fret of the 5th string and play the note D. While it's still ringing, play the open 4th string D so that the two notes can be heard together. Turn the machine head for the 5th string until it is in tune with the open 4th string. And finally, place your finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string and play the note A. While it's still ringing, play the open 5th string A so that the two notes can be heard together. Turn the machine head for the 6th string until it's in tune with the open 5th string. Now the guitar is approximately in tune. You can make any minor adjustments by ear if necessary. Using an electronic tuner is probably the most commonly used method nowadays to tune the guitar. I'll use this handy little clip-on guitar tuner made by Snark. It clips onto the head of your guitar. It has rubber pads so your guitar won't be damaged. Play the 1st string and turn its machine head until it shows in tune for E. I hope you can see that okay. If it's not quite up to pitch, it'll be in the red. If it's above the correct pitch, it will show yellow. If it's right on pitch, the needle will be right in the middle and be green. I can't quite see that, so I hope it's nearly okay. If you repeat the process now, here's the B string. And the G string, the 3rd string. Now the D string, the 4th string. The 5th string. The A string. And finally the bottom E string. Hopefully these were all reasonably in tune, but you get the idea. Next we'll look at the octave intervals technique. The octave intervals technique uses a pair of notes played on different strings at octave intervals. Just follow the steps that I'm about to show you. First, you would need to tune your 5th string to a reference source. So, play the 7th fret of the 5th string and use this to tune the 1st and 6th strings. So the 6th string is in octave below, and the first string is an octave above. Having done that, play the 7th fret of the first string and tune the open 2nd string to that note. So that's B, an octave difference. Then play the 8th, play the 2nd string at the 8th fret and tune the 3rd string. So the 2 Gs should be an octave apart. Then play the 3rd string at the 7th fret and tune the open 4th string to that note. So the 2 Ds should be an octave apart. This method relies on you having a good ear to detect that it's a pure or a good octave. Another tuning technique. Here's another one. Before you start following these steps, you need to tune the first string to a reference source. This one needs the first string to be in tune before you can continue. So, play the first string at the 7th fret and use this to tune the 2nd string. The 2 Bs should be an octave apart. Play the 3rd fret of the first string and tune the open 3rd string to that note. So the 2 Gs should be an octave apart. Then play the 2nd string at the 3rd fret and tune the open 4th string to that note. So the 2 Ds should be an octave apart. Now play the 4th string at the 2nd fret and tune the open 6th string to that note. So the 2 Es should be an octave apart. You should get into the habit of tuning your guitar every time you first pick it up. If you want to play with other musicians, then the guitar has to be in concert pitch or in tune with the other musicians. It's possible for your guitar to be in tune with itself, but out of tune with other instruments. If you can tune one string to an external reference note, you can tune the other 5 to that string. When you've tuned up, always check that your reference tones to make sure that your guitar is still tuned to concert pitch. In the next video, you're going to learn the notes on the fretboard.